Anderson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. He kicks it to Leonard. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Leonard's got 5.
Nice.
Sanders passes to Mr. Clutch. Somehow it
got in close.
Here's Marjanovic. Anderson outside. From deep, Green. Good on the shot.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
That's 2 in a row, and we call that a streak.
And it's time for an injury report. Now for an update on Robin Lopez's injury, let's go to Doris Burke.
Guys, I had a moment to catch up with the Knicks head athletic trainer. He told me that it doesn't look too serious. Losing a player like him is a big blow to this team who lean on him to do so much. Someone else will have to step up, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Boy, you always hate to see anyone ever deal with any sort of injury.
And almost for every player, it's inevitable. I mean, injuries are going to happen no matter how well you take care of yourself.
And let's just hope the rehab process doesn't drag on any longer than it has to.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the 76ers looked really strong. He ended with 16 points, but also put up 4 more.
Thank you, Doris. He was the player they leaned on that night. He didn't disappoint them.
Whatever they needed from him, he was able to deliver.
Well, I think he actually gave them a little more than what they needed. Terrific all-around effort.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Offensive rebound, Marjanovic, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh, and what a gutty play. I mean, muscles his way to the rebound and then just pounds it home for the putback.
Well said, G.A. The battle on the boards, Clark, could go a long way toward deciding this game.
You know, and if that play is any indication, that's a battle they're willing to put every ounce of their energy into winning.
Here's Green. Following the basket by Freak. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Marjanovic. Sanders cover. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Spurs.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
Right, he's checked in for Aaron Aflalo. Here's Mr. Clutch. He's coming off a 16-point game against Philadelphia. Tries it from 9, and the shot is good. Mr. Clutch has got 11 points.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
You're right on target there, Greg. Of the last 10 points they've allowed, 8 have come from in close.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. San Antonio's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. It's stolen. And a fast break now for New York. Hell of it over. That's good.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Now here's Anderson. He's coming off a 10-point game against Toronto. At the elbow, it's Aldridge. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Aldridge has got 4 this quarter.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Mr. Clutch. And that misses. That would have... Anderson dishes to Green. There's a good screen. Pass to Aldridge. From outside the arc. They get it back. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Ilyasova, he's checked. checked in for Sanders. Porzingis comes in for Brandon Bass. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Matthew Dellavedova. And the Spurs with possession. Following the miss by Freak, Parker's shot is off.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them. Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with him. It's a tough day so far.
All sorts of time, and the jumper is on the mark. Parker's got 11 points.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They gotta get going.
Definitely 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.